welcome to Press Pause with 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢n𝐻.
They're differently abled.
When we were in the airport, you were like, what is the sensory room?
Every child on the spectrum is different from the other.
They don't like a certain smell, sound, or taste.
Children have been booked for a flight. They are given a sunflower lanyard.
My favorite trait in people who are autistic is the honesty.
Whenever they see the sunflower lanyard, they know that this person needs.
I'm doing the shout out for the adults as well who are autistic.
World Autism Day is for the people to be able to show their cooperation.
We do need to educate ourselves.
We symbolize by wearing a same color.
It is your responsibility to do the research and make yourself more aware so you can better give back to the autistic community. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Press Pause with 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢n𝐻. This month we're going to be discussing the different things that happen in the month of April. Like today is April Fool's Day, and there's also World Autism Day. There's, what else is there, Ma?
World Health Day, World Earth Day, World Health Stress Awareness Month.
Oh, it is Stress Awareness
and
Month.
Also
yes.
the National Humor Month. Month of Humor. That's the most interesting.
Exactly. So we're going to break it down. This month, we have a special bonus episode because there are 5 Tuesdays in the month of April. So we have 5 episodes coming up. So this episode, we're going to focus on World Autism Day. Okay, so you mentioned that the 2nd of April is World Autism Day. And autism is a short form of, what's the long form of that?
It's called the ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder.
Okay.
Because it's a spectrum disorder with varying aspects that the children are challenged with. They are differently abled to deal with interacting with human beings, with the fellow humans, in social communication, their learning, even the movement, and paying attention, their attention span also. Everything they are differently abled in those aspects, and they definitely need patience and awareness from the remaining society to be able to adapt into the
world
society.
Specifically for people that are on the autism spectrum.
Yes.
I feel like it's very important for people to learn more about it, to better be able to communicate with them, work with them, and also you do require more patience.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely more patience because they communicate just a little differently to what we do.
Differently.
You know?
Yes, that's
and being an aviator, so Emirates Airline is the first airline in the world to be an autism-certified airline.
That's correct, yeah.
Which is absolutely great. So, and I know from personal interactions with people who work in Emirates that it's included in their annual e-learning as well on how to work with people that are on the spectrum of all ages to ensure that their flights are more comfortable.
That's good,
and that starts actually from the ground as well. So even in the airports, like remember when we went to Umrah a few days ago.
Yes.
And when we were in the airport, you were like, what is the sensory room? And I told you it's for people with autism.
That's right.
So I just feel like starting from the ground up until the sky and back on the ground again, there are more airports, especially the newer airports, that do have sensory rooms.
Yeah, both 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐿 International Airport and the Jeddah King Abdulaziz Airport, both of them have sensory rooms. What I would also like to add is that when a person has a child who is autistic, when they are booking their flights and planning to do that, the airport officials on the airline should be made aware so that they will work with the child and the caretaker, whoever it is, and get used to how he is and whatever points are, because every child on the spectrum is different from the other. So they have to be made comfortable even before they even come to the airport. Once they reach the airport, then they are taken by the people who give the special assistance and taken to the sensory rooms, and those rooms are really specifically made for this. There is some soft calming music. There sometimes are padded walls because some of the people can harm themselves. So the padded walls help. And also there is
dimmed lighting as well.
Dim lighting and no noise. It's only the calming music that is there to make sure that they are calm and settled away from the crowds. It's not crowded or anything. So they are kind of prepping them before entering the flight even.
Yeah, and I think even you can decide when to board the flight, whether you're first or last.
Yeah.
Depending on how busy the aircraft is.
Normally, what they do is to board such children first to avoid that rush and all that. So they have settled in the aircraft and then the rest of the people go.
And
that's how it normally works.
And since you specifically mentioned children, I was curious about this because it's something that you are born with. And I was curious to know what the signs are for people that are on the spectrum and how to identify that from a young age. So one of them was avoiding eye contact.
Yes.
Not engaging a lot in pretend play.
Yeah.
And they get really upset when they don't like a certain smell, sound, or taste.
They have these repetitive movements of the body. They're just there and they just they have no smile response. They don't respond to a smile like, you smile, they smile back. They don't normally do that.
And even to being called by their name as well, that's one of the signs. If you're a parent with a young child and you notice any of these symptoms, maybe this episode can actually help you identify that to then find out. Because I have actually at least 2 or 3 adult friends who as adults got diagnosed with autism.
Yes.
So it's left for years and you don't know what it is.
Having said that, all these symptoms or signs that they show, avoiding eye contact, no name response, getting upset by different type of, if they don't like a particular taste, sound or smell, all these might not be applicable with every child under the spectrum. It could be just one. Yeah, it could be just one or maybe 2, but we should be able to catch it. That how come my child is not answering to his or her name, whenever I call out, or why is it taking longer? Or why is this attention or hers, a little bit. Yeah. The sensory room is a quiet designated area where, since it's a new era of calm travel for the children under the spectrum, it helps. And also when the children have been booked for a flight, they are given a sunflower lanyard, which is done internationally. And this lanyard identifies the people with hidden disabilities. So an airport official would be able to recognize that this person needs some extra help. And they, take them aside and work on them and help them to...
If they need anything,
They require more assistance, and it is recognized by the airport staff. Whenever they see the sunflower lanyard, they know that this person needs extra care.
And assistance and consideration as well.
Yeah. The color of autism awareness. Autism awareness, like trying to sympathize with the families, or to cooperate with the families. And this is a practice that is done globally, so that the families don't feel alone. World Autism Day is for the people to be able to show their cooperation towards the integration of the people, the autistic people under the spectrum, to be integrated into the society. And by doing that, we symbolize by wearing a same color on the 2nd of April, and the color being the color blue. The color blue is worn by people or individuals who are trying to make the families of those who've got their children under the spectrum to not feel alone. So everybody kind of shines a light on autism by wearing the color blue.
Yeah, and we've mentioned children a lot, but this is something that you're with for life. So even adults,
even adults do have, there are. Yes.
Like even in our comedy class.
Oh yes.
We had an autistic gentleman, and
he was funny. Really good.
He took our heart. He was so funny from day one.
Yeah.
And for me, my favorite trait in people who are autistic with the experience I've had with friends is the honesty.
Oh, yeah.
The honesty. I just straight to your face, bam. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my favorite traits. So, you know, we have mentioned children mostly on the show, but I think it's because you're so maternal mother.
Oh, yes.
You know,
you can make out. I'm nurturing.
So I'm doing the shout out for the adults as well who are autistic.
Yes.
And for people only tuning in by listening, Mom is wearing blue for World Autism Day. And we just wanted to pay homage to our autistic brothers and sisters around the world by reminding everyone that we do need to educate ourselves about autism to be able to support everybody in that community. And the best way to do that is to educate yourself. Google it, ChatGPT it.
Yes.
It is your responsibility to do the research and make yourself more aware so you can better give back to the autistic community.
That's correct.
And be more considerate and always show kindness, because it's a behavior or a trait you haven't experienced before and you don't understand. Some people may respond to it in an adverse way. So just be more patient. Maybe there's something else that's going on that you don't see.
It's true. Yeah. Awareness is the key.
Exactly.
Being equipped and knowing something about it would direct you towards how to behave, cooperate with autistic people.
Exactly.
Under the spectrum.
For everybody tuning in, thank you so much for doing so. And please remember to do your part and do the research to make yourself more aware about people on the autism spectrum. In the UAE, I take pride in knowing that Emirates Airlines is the first autism-certified airline. And Zayed International Airport, in the capital of our country, we have a sensory room to take care of people on the spectrum. And it's our part to make sure that we are more kind to one another and take care of one another, because you really don't know if somebody's on the spectrum. Not everybody's going to have a sunflower lanyard all the time.
Yes.
So treat everybody with kindness. And next week, we're going to be talking about World Health Day.
And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And here's a sneak peek for next week. Hi, Mommy.
The theme this year... 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So you stretch it to 40.
I have a newfound appreciation for nurses.
Healthy beginnings and hopeful futures.
The midwives are literally there to bring life to this earth.
I decided that I have to look after myself.
You're compromising your health and adding so much toxicity into it.
You will not see me going to a supermarket trying to buy some kind of processed food.
Mashallah, Mom, you're turning 65 this year.
Who said sweating is no good? But sweating is good.
It's taken me at least like 5 years to start to get my health back.
Watch a monkey for 5 minutes.
I gained around 30 to 40 kilos during COVID.
Be like a chicken. Wake up when a chicken wakes up. Go to sleep in the evening when the chicken is going to sleep.
But whatever she's put me on, I'm sleeping better. Alhamdulillah, I feel better.
Educate a mother, you've educated generations.
Don't say we didn't warn you.